you guys? Welcome back. So today we are going to be going through my eye makeup. I'm going to start with eyeshadow palettes and then I'm going to go through like brows and everything like that. So if you're interested, just keep watching. This is a follow-up to the last video I did where it was just kind of a mismatch of a bunch of my face makeup. And today we're going to do eyes. So we're going to jump into this and start going through some stuff. This is not a massive like cutthroat deep clutter by any means. I just want to make sure that everything fits how I want it to fit. I'm going to be reorganizing some drawers as I go. You know, I've spring cleaned my whole house except for the makeup room. So today that is what we are doing. I have my first drawer open right here. I'm going to go drawer by drawer. In the first drawer I have a bunch of color pops. I'm leaving all of the color pops in there because for sure I'm going to be keeping those. I'm going to end up reorganizing a lot of the drawers themselves, but I know that I'm keeping my ColourPop palettes because I use those all of the time. So we're going to start by going through some of these things. Okay, so we're going to start with some of the smaller palettes. Again, I'm not trying to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just going through and making sure that the stuff that I have is stuff that I actually want to have and that, you know, that I'm enjoying everything that I have, because there's some stuff, I get a bunch of stuff in subscription boxes, I get some stuff from PR, I buy a lot of stuff and I don't need it all, and I'm really trying to change my views on that too. So if you missed in the first video, I was talking about the subscription boxes and just, you know, my thoughts on them again. So again, if you've got any opinions, leave them down below, but let's go ahead, let's get into this. I have this IBY Beauty Fireside. It's cute. I've never used it. I don't really have much of an interest in using it. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. And then anything that gets decluttered, obviously I'm doing the pan in every palette thing. So I will be updating that to remove the palettes from there. So that one's gonna go. The Milani Most Loved Mattes, it's so pretty, but I have so many mattes and I don't use mattes a whole lot, and I'm gonna let this one go too. Oh, we're off to a good start, okay? I feel good about those. This is an e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow in Very Bad. It's cute. I feel like I would use that. I'll keep that one. And then I have the Natasha Denona Mini Zindo palette. This one I am going to keep because I love this one. I have a couple of the Kaja Beauty Bentos. I'm going to keep those because I love those. A couple of the Too Faced Tutti Frutti palettes. I've got two of them and I love both of these, so I'm going to keep those. Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder, gorgeous. Keeping the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette. I actually really do like this one. I'm going to keep this. This is the Love You First Perfect Eyeshadow Duo. This one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. I don't need it. The Shades by Shan San Francisco, gorgeous, but I don't need it. I have the Pure Cosmetics Trolls World Tour. I feel like I used to have more and maybe I decluttered them. I don't know. These are really cute. They're a little patchy. They are really pretty, but honestly, I bought an entire Trend Mood box for these because I wanted them and I highly regret that now. I'm just going to pass them along. I don't need them. The Huda Beauty, these I actually really do like. These little 9-pan palettes, these are the pastel ones. I'm going to keep these. I've got a bunch of other of the 9-pan palettes. I'm going to keep them all. My freaking neon pink one is almost gone. I'm keeping all of these though. I love all of their 9-pans. The Violet Voss, this is just a random 6-pan one. I actually do like this. I'm going to keep this one. This is the Visart Theory. I really like that too. I really like green shadows. I'm going to keep that one. I've got a couple of Charlotte Tilbury quads. I love these. I'm keeping those. And then this is the Illuminati quad palette. I got this from Ipsy. And it reminds me a lot of this quad. Like, I know they're not dupes, but I get very similar vibes. And I know I'm going to keep the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I'm going to pass along the Illuminati one. Okay, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I used to have more of these, and I ended up decluttering them because they're just all shimmer shades. And I was like, oh, I'm going to need them though. I do use them sometimes for like eyebrow highlight and stuff, but not nearly enough to justify keeping it when I could just pull in a different palette. I'm going to pass that one along. Charlotte Tilbury, oh my god, yes, I love that one. I'm keeping that. This is the Colored Rain Vineyard Soiree. I actually really like this one too. I'm going to keep that one. This little Ulta Beauty, this was a gift with purchase one. I'm going to pass that one along. Kypress Shimmer Palette. Oh my god, that's pretty. I don't remember this at all. Alright, this is like, I don't remember this palette. I am going to hang on to it. And we're going to see just what happens there. The Lovecraft Beauty, you guys, I loved this. I loved this so much. I'm keeping that one. The Smashbox cover shots, honestly, I'm kind of over these. The pans are so tiny. They're just a pain to work with. I'm gonna pass these along. I used to have like the whole collection and I got rid of them all. And I think it's time for those to go too. I've got some of the Urban Decay On the Run palettes. I have 3 of them. I don't know how many there are. I like these though. I'm gonna keep these. The Violet Voss Berry Burst Fun Size. I've got Violet Voss palettes. I don't think I have the Berry Burst. but I also don't think I really want the fun size one, so I'm gonna pass that one along. Ciate London, the Velvet palette. This one is so pretty. I'm gonna keep that. The Tarte Spicy Betch, I'm keeping it. I just got this one from the Balm and the Beautiful. Well, it's from the Balm. It's called the Balm and the Beautiful. It's like a fully recyclable palette, and I actually do really like that. So this one I'm going to keep. I have two Alamar Cosmetics palettes. I'm keeping both of them because they are gorgeous. The UOMA Black Magic, I'm keeping that because it's so pretty. And then obviously the Dose of Colors Friendcation, I'm keeping because this is like one of my favorite palettes ever. I'm getting rid of 13 palettes from drawer 1. I feel like that's pretty good. Now I'm going to pull out all of my palettes from drawer 2 and we are going to get into them. I've got some ColourPop palettes. Like I said, I don't plan on getting rid of any of these because all of these I have handpicked myself. I love them all. They're so pretty. I'm going to keep all of those. This is from Shades by Shan, MBY Makeup Studio Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. It's very pretty. I got it in a subscription box. I just have a lot that look like this. Pass it along. Suva Beauty Saffron. This also came from a subscription box. Oh my god, I love it. I'm keeping that one. The Nomad and Toscana. I don't know. It's so pretty, you know, but like, do I really love it? I'm gonna pass it along. I've got some ABH palettes. I've got Modern Renaissance, which I plan on keeping. I've got Soft Glam, which, yes, I'm keeping. Alyssa Edwards, absolutely, it's so pretty. Carly Bybel, I honestly only got this because this palette is so stunning. Subculture, one of my favorites. Prism, oh, probably my absolute favorite. And then the Jackie Aina palette, again, so gorgeous. I'm keeping all of those apparently because I have problems. Okay, I've got some Natasha Denona. These are like the mid-size palettes, the 5 pans. Honestly, I really like all of these. Again, like I've kind of tried to be selective about the ones that I've picked up, and I like all of the ones that I have, so I'm going to keep them. This one came from a subscription box. This is Peak. I think it came from BoxyCharm, and I actually really like that one, so I'm going to keep those. Little Marc Jacobs one, Fantasine. Again, these I've picked out the ones that I know that I would want to wear. So Cheerific, keeping. This is Frivolux, which has a bunch of purple shades. I love it, keeping. And then this is Fantasine, and I like that one too, so I'm going to keep those. The Visart palettes, these are my matte palettes. I love these. Mattes are so good, and these have so many different shades in them. I'm going to keep these, and I don't think I'm going to keep any other like matte palettes except for the Too Faced one maybe. Okay, Too Faced just peachy mattes. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. I haven't reached for it since this project pan with these little gemstones 4 years ago, I think, and I haven't touched it since then, so it's gonna go. The Too Faced neutral mattes are just repeated shades, so that one's gonna go. Too Faced White Peach. I like this one. I am going to keep this one. And then this is a Too Faced Palm Springs. Again, I like this one. I am going to keep that one. The Fenty Beauty. This is the Moroccan Spice palette. This one, I love it. It's so pretty, but the quality isn't the greatest. I'm going to pass it along. I never reached for it. This is the Cella La Vie Neutral palette. You guys, I had zero hopes for this. I love this so much. I'm keeping it. ColourPop, keeping. This is the Shayna B Miami eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along. It bores me. It's pretty, but it's, you know, I don't really know. Violet Voss Essentials and Essentials 2. These I'm going to keep. This is the Complex Culture. I don't even know what this is called. What is this? This is a full-time eyeshadow palette. I actually do like this one. I'm going to keep that. The Ruby May Mood palette, keeping for sure. Y'all know I love those rainbow shades. Urban Decay Wired, Stoned, and Moondust. I'm keeping all of those. Pure Be Your Selfie I've kept for so long because it actually is a really great neutral palette. I'm going to continue to hang on to that. Ace Beauty Scarlet Dust. Gonna hang on to it. The Nubian by Juvia's Place. This is a really nice neutral palette. I'm going to hang on to that. The Queen palette. Look at how pretty that is. My only issue is it's a multifunctional palette. It's too dark for me to use on my skin tone as like face makeup, and I don't love these huge ass pans for eyeshadow. I think this one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. The Saharan, keeping, so pretty. The Pure Festival palette. This one was actually a pretty good palette, but I feel like at this point I have these shades repeated so many times. I'm going to pass it along. And then the Becca Volcano Goddess. I love this. I'm keeping it. Moving on to drawer number 3, the Violet Voss Coral Crush. Absolutely, it's so pretty. Keeping that. Beauty Creations Cali Chic. I like this palette. I think I am going to keep this one actually. I really do like this one. The Tarte Tartiste Pro. This is really good for mattes. This one I'm going to hang on to. Too Faced Pretty Rich. I don't know. I love this. It's so pretty. I look at it and I'm like, yes, that's my style. But then I don't want to use it. And when I do use it, I'm disappointed. And I think it's time for it to go. This is from Glamlight. This is the Alondra Desi palette. This one is beautiful. I'm going to keep this. Iconic London. So this is just a bunch of like loose shimmer shades. It's really pretty though. I'm going to keep this for now. This is the Ofra Black Friday palette. This is... yeah, I'm keeping that for sure. And then I've got these. This is the Too Faced Thin and Now. I hate this packaging, but I love the palette, and I love the palette so much I'm willing to overlook the packaging. The Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. Beautiful. I'm going to keep that one. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Sipping Pretty palette. I got this for free from Ulta. I'm honestly just, I'm not interested. I'm going to pass that along to someone else. This is the Illuminati and Issa palette. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. Oh, this one I'm struggling with because like it is really pretty, but I have yet to use it. I completely forgot about it. I think I'm going to pass it along. I don't know. I don't get that excitement. I don't know. It's too overwhelming. The Urban Decay Elements palette, you guys, I have held on to this for so long. I hate the packaging. It's circular shaped. No one asked for that. I'm passing it along. I can't stand it. This is one of those things that I need to keep in mind as I buy new products. I don't want a circle shape palette. I really don't. ColourPop She's a Rainbow. Definitely keeping one of my most favorite palettes. Urban Decay On the Run. I'm going to keep this. It's a great Urban Decay palette. The Zoeva Spice of Life. I used this recently in a Shop My Stash. It is very pretty. I liked it. I was able to do a lot of looks with it, so I am going to hang on to this one. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry. Why is this over here? I don't know, but I'm going to keep it. And then I have the Lorac Pro. This is the last Lorac Pro palette that I've got because I got rid of all of the other ones. This is the most basic one. I like this one. I'm going to keep it just because, and this is something I need to learn for myself, just because I like the first one doesn't mean I need to buy every sequel that comes out. Now, don't come for me when we talk about my Urban Decay palettes, but I didn't like the other Lorac Pro palettes. I liked this one, and that's what's important. Even if this is the second one, that's okay. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Yeah, I'm keeping this. This is so pretty. Okay, first shelf of eyeshadow palettes. It's basically all Too Faced and Urban Decay. I'm not going to go in any particular order. I don't expect to get rid of many of these though. Naked Heat. Love it. Keeping. Naked Smoky. It's actually a really good smoky palette. Naked 3. Oh, so good. Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. I actually liked this one. A lot of these, I also have pumpkin spice. These I really liked, and I don't like a lot of their tin ones. I've gotten rid of all of the chocolate bar ones, but I have all the gingerbread ones because these were more my speed, and if they keep coming out, like I know a lot of people weren't super impressed by this. I really liked this one. So these are the kinds of things, like I normally feel guilty about buying them because I've gotten rid of all of the other ones. Like, why do I need this one? But I actually did really like these. I'm going to keep these. Naked 2 and Naked I'm keeping. Sweet Peach, I have used. I do like this one. I'm going to keep that one. Chocolate Gold, and then the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. You guys, Chocolate Gold has too many shimmers for me. I don't like it. And the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar is just boring. Like these ones, the chocolate bar ones, I didn't get into. I like the gingerbread ones more, and I know that a lot of people like the chocolate bar ones more, and I just didn't. Naked Cherry, yes. Naked Honey, yes. And I keep buying these as they come out. Not because I'm collecting them, but because I actually really like them. This is gorgeous. This is the Wild West that just came out, and I freaking love it. I also really liked the Reloaded. So yeah, I'm keeping all of those. Okay, shelf number 2. We've got a lot of Huda Beauty, the Mercury Retrograde. This was on my wish list forever. I finally bought it. I regret nothing. Definitely keeping it. These are from Hip Dot. Okay, this is the C-Note palette, and then this is the Zion palette. You guys, these are so pretty. I'm keeping both of these. I actually really like these. These were from, I think, BoxyCharm, and these are gorgeous, and the quality is really good too. Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. I love this. Huda Beauty New Nude. I love this. Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered. I love this. I'm keeping these. Natasha Denona palettes. These are the like mid-sized ones, and you guys, these are so expensive. These are like $65 palettes, and I know I have a lot of palettes that are really expensive, but these, obviously, you're not going to get these in subscription boxes, and you guys, I have 4 of them. I scoured the website, and I really planned out my purchases, and these, I think, are some of my favorite palettes. I've got the Glam, I've got the Bronze, I've got the Love palette, and then I've got the Sunrise palette. I might expand my collection in the future, but I'm definitely keeping these. These are my favorites. And then I've got Nomad Berlin Underground. This one I actually do really like. And then I've got, these old ass Urban Decay ones. I never get rid of these, and the quality is going downhill. I have the Vice Limited, and then I have the Vice, I think this is 3. They're leaving. They have to go. They're so old. I never reach for them. I'm over them. Okay, here we go. This is the last shelf of eyeshadow palettes, and then we get to move into other eye stuff. Okay, this is the Barbarella eyeshadow palette. I think that this just came from BBD London. I think this just came in like a BoxyCharm or something. In this video, when I did this unboxing, it was so funny because the look on my face, everybody knew I didn't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna pass it along to somebody. It's boring as shit. I know. ColourPop Stone Cold Fox, look at that packaging. Obviously gonna keep it. ColourPop Fade into Hue, look at that packaging. I'm obviously gonna keep it. Too Faced Natural Love and Natural Lust. Again, these were palettes that when they came out, a lot of people like weren't super into. I loved these. I ended up buying Natural Lust because I love Natural Love so much. I'm keeping those. The Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers. Yes. Yes. I'm not a big fan of Lime Crime palettes. I don't really love the packaging, and they're just kind of boring to me. And this is the one. This is a Bella Pierre Ultimate Nude eyeshadow palette. This, I don't know how, it's like warped and gotten bent. The eyeshadow palette itself is actually really pretty, but it's like, I don't know. I'm going to pass that one along. The Colored Rain Juicy Boost. Again, I bought this during Black Friday because I was so obsessed with it. There's a couple of not so great shades, but this is one that, you know, I had on my wish list. I really wanted it, and I picked it up for myself, and I feel good about that. The Carity Picante palette is another one. This was a BoxyCharm one, but I actually really enjoyed it. Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Hill 2. I'm keeping both of these. These are the only good palettes I think that Morphe has, and I actually do like them. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvana collection, I have 1, 2, and 3. I saw they just came out with a 4th one. I don't really care, to be honest with you. It looks too much like the first one to me. But these I do like, and I'm going to keep these. I don't plan on buying the 4th one. I'm not 100% decided on that yet, but I am going to keep these because I do like these. And then Violet Voss, we have the Matte About You. This is, again, another matte palette I actually really like. I'm going to keep that. This is the HG, which I really like. I'm going to keep that. And then Flamingo, which again, this is another palette I had on my wish list forever. I ended up buying it during a BoxyCharm sale, and I freaking love it. So there is something to say, and here's my thing. I don't want to feel guilty for buying palettes that are on my wish list because I have so many palettes, you know? So I do think it's a good thing to decrease some of the palettes that I have, you know? I'm getting rid of 34 palettes, which I feel is pretty good. So I feel good about that. I feel like it's palettes I really just don't care about, and I feel good. Okay, so then I have the drawer that looks like this, and I want to reorganize that drawer a little bit. So the little organizers that I got from Target are these. These are like $2 a piece, and they come, these little ones come in a 4-pack. And then you've got these long ones that come in a 3-pack, and then these little bucket ones that also come in a 3-pack. And I want to kind of reorganize the inside of this drawer. So first I need to figure out how everything fits. Okay, so I've got these containers in here, which are still slightly different than these containers. So I'm kind of mixing and matching here. So I'm going to see what I can mix and match in here. So I'm going to start with eye primers. Let's start there, and I might switch up how I have the drawer. I might switch up what drawer these are going into, but we're going to start there. So I know I've got some I'm going to keep. I like all of these. That one. I don't know if I'm getting rid of any of these necessarily. This is the Kypris Illuminating Eye Serum and Primer. I hate this type of packaging. This I'm going to go ahead and pass along. Little tubes. Which I'm going to go ahead and pass along the Smashbox one because I just used this and it's getting really old. So we're going to go ahead and pass that one along. And then for brows, I'm going to keep my tools for sure. I actually really like how this drawer turned out. I'll show you guys kind of an overview when I'm done here. And then I want to, so the next drawer is, you know, part of my fun drawer. And I want to switch out how some of the stuff is stored. So I'm going to take everything out of here, and this drawer desperately needs to be gone through. And I'm going to swap it around a little bit. I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with my black liners. I don't want to fill any more than like this little bucket with black eyeliners. Or like, okay, so these are neutral colored eyeliners. So I'm testing for creaminess, because if they are too like thick, they have to go, because then they're old. Then I've got my colored liners. These are pretty much ColourPop, NYX, and Urban Decay. There's like a few random ones mixed in there. But the ColourPop ones, I know when I bought those. Those are fine. I know when I bought the NYX ones. I know when I bought the Urban Decay ones. So those are pretty good. And then liquid liners. We've got a couple pencils mixed in here as well. Okay, this Lime Crime Venus liner, I didn't like this one. Like, the brush doesn't work for me. So this one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. It's pretty new, so I'm going to see if anybody else wants it. The Balm Schwing, I do like that one. Let's see, that's a pencil. That one I love. Pencil. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I should probably be checking the... See, they still work so good. This Milk one is pretty dried out. I'm going to go ahead and pass that one along. This ColourPop liquid liner in Graceland, it's a white shade, it's pretty dried out, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that one along. I've used that so many times though, so that really doesn't surprise me. The tip for this is the Beauty Crop Wingman. This is completely frayed and everything, so that one's going to go. The Milani Tank Eyeliner is going to go because it's kind of dried out. This is another Milk one that's also dried out, the Milk Kush Eyeliners. So that's the second one, and I'm going to go ahead and pass that one along too. This ColourPop liquid liner in Try Me, it's a red shade, is also going to go. This Estate eyeliner is going to go. I feel like that one's relatively new too, so that's pretty surprising to me. And then this Galactic Precise eyeliner marker, I've used this a ton. That one's not surprising to me. And then I'm going to put mascaras back in this drawer. I try to limit the amount of mascaras that I have, and I don't know, like some of these are old. I just opened up one a couple days ago, and it was dried out from the get-go because it's just an older mascara. So a lot of this is just going to be kind of hopeful, you know. I'm going to take them all out of the boxes to save space, but I'm not going to actually open them up. But I am going to take them out of the boxes. I'm going to recycle the boxes, and then as we go, as I open them up, if they are dried out, you know, unfortunately I can't tell until I open them up, and then once you open them, you're on that time crunch. So, oh, here we go. And then this other little container I'm going to store lashes in, because I don't normally have like a whole lot of lashes all at once because I don't use them very often. So this little container should be good to store them in. Now we are going to take a look at the fun makeup stuff. So I'm going to try to fill up containers first, and then I'm going to see if I can kind of fit them in the way that I have in my head. So this is going to be kind of a testing thing. I have a bunch of these Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. How many of them are still okay? I have no idea. This one is, surprisingly enough, they all seem okay except for this one. This is Sunset Cove, and it is just incredibly dry in there. So this one I'm going to go ahead and trash. I've got some of the Too Faced, what is this? The liquid glitter eyeshadow. I feel like I love these. Oh, that's so pretty in concept, but in theory, like I very rarely reach for them. But then when I do use them. You know what I mean? So like I like having them because they're so much fun, and I do use them. This one, oh, is that dried out or is that just, no, that's good. And I feel like these are relatively new-ish, and I only bought the colors I knew I was going to use. I did not buy the whole collection. I was very proud of myself. We're all about baby steps here. Then I've got these Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. I got these from like a boxy pop-up, but they separate so much. And I don't quite Like, I love these little palettes from this brand, but I don't get these. I mean, they're just, it's a different formula than I'm used to working with, I guess. But they are really pretty. I'm going to hang on to them for now. And then these I know are good because I actually just used one of these. This I know is good. The Cover FX, you guys, this is... I'm going to pass this along. It's still okay. This is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil in Celestial. I've used up an entire one of these before and I'm kind of just over it. I'm going to pass it along. I also have 2 of these from About Face. I feel like that's decent-ish. Okay, got rid of a couple there. I've got Pigments. Oh, look, there's another milk. I've got Pigments. I'm not a big pigment person. These ones from Naked Cosmetics, I don't think I've ever used, and they're just kind of neutral shades. I'm going to go ahead and pass these along. And then I've got a bunch from Fenty Beauty. I like those. They're nice. This is another one of those sets that like I had on my wish list for a while, and I finally ended up purchasing for myself, and I really enjoyed it. I've got some of the ColourPop Zodiac, the Kathleen Lights collection. I liked these. These are actually really pretty, and I do use these from time to time. Kind of trying to take a peek at the different shades that I have as I move them over, just to make sure like I'm not saving shades just to have the full collection. The Artist Couture Spotlight Glitz Diamond Lights Finisher. This is so pretty. I'm definitely keeping that. I've got a couple of Anastasia Beverly Hills pigments that I love and I'm keeping. And then I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills like little glitter pack. I'm definitely keeping. So now I just have to kind of figure out how I want to organize these because I don't know. I've got some ColourPop little like stamps that I'm going to keep. I have a Milk Makeup stamp that I'm going to keep. So set that off to the side there. So I like this because I still have a little bit of room to grow with like pigments and things like that, because I do get those pretty frequently in subscription boxes, but it's not like an insane amount of room. Okay, so then I actually do have like other pigments and stuff too, but I also have cream glitters and things like that. So that's what we're going to go through next. I have a ton of the Glitterly Obsessed from ColourPop. I bought the Vault. I have a couple of full-size ones. I do plan on keeping those because I actually do use them. And then I've got some from Ciate London. These are the marbled metals actually. Those are really pretty. I've got some from Tarte that I freaking love. From Iconic London, this is the Chrome Flash Eye Pot. That one's new, but I like that. Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I love that one. Hourglass. I love it. Charlotte Tilbury and Tarte. I'm keeping both of those because I love those. And then I've got a couple from Nature's Cartel that I actually really like as well. I have a ColourPop Jelly Much eyeshadow. I had heard that these went bad really fast. I feel like I just got this and it is bad, so I'm going to pass that one along. And I'm going to keep the glitters. I still am not 100% sure about these containers, but at least we're decluttering some. I've got some. I don't really have many single eyeshadows because I don't find myself ever reaching for them. I have these from Nomad. They're really pretty, but I genuinely, like, it's one thing if I'm doing like a glitter or something, but I don't ever reach for these. So I think I'm going to pass these along. I also have these. These are a little bit different because they are glitters. Well, this is the Dose of Colors Block Party eyeshadow and I Need Space. This one I have used. I'm okay with keeping that. The Lime Crime Lid Light in Lotus. I'm okay with keeping that. And then I have this little sleek eyeshadow in Oh Honey that I was like, oh, it'll be great for a crease shade. But I have crease shades. I don't need this. I'm going to pass this one along. I am going to keep these two, obviously, because I will use those. But I don't need like a separate container for them. I have some wheels, like little gemstone wheels. I'm going to keep, I think, all of these. Yeah, because I'll use all of those. And then I've got the AOA Studio Tacky Base Eye Primer. I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glitter Adhesive. This is my favorite adhesive. I've got a bunch of these little Inked by Danny temporary tattoos. I freaking love these. They're so much fun just to add to like looks and stuff like that. So I need to figure out how I'm going to store them, but I am going to keep those. And then I've got all of these little various things. They're basically like nail art kits. Like you can search for them on Amazon and like a bunch of different ones will pop up. I have a ton. I am keeping all of these for sure. I have the Inglot Duraline, which I am going to keep. And then I've got a couple of like little applicators and things like that. I am going to keep those, but I'm going to get rid of the excess packaging. And then over here, I have the Natasha Denona Glow Gold. I wasn't planning on keeping this, but it's actually really pretty for gold looks, so I am keeping that. This is a ColourPop Pressed Glitter palette, keeping it. I've got the Lottie London Dream Tats. These are a little too big. I don't really love these. I'm going to pass those along. I've got the, oh, I found these, someone like, I saw an ad on like Instagram or something for these. They're Queen of the Cut Crease, and they're cut crease stencils, and I've been playing around with them, and they're so good. So I'm keeping those. And then I also have the Suva Beauty UV little palettes, and I'm keeping these because these are phenomenal. The little Hydroliner palettes, I love them. And then I also have the Nabla Miami Lights Glitter Palette. Again, this is one that I wanted, and I ended up purchasing for myself, and I regret nothing. So now I've just got to figure out how to get them all back in this drawer. Okay, so that's the eye drawers. This is kind of the base number 1. This is the basics number 2. And then you've got the fun drawer, which is beautiful, and I'm actually really excited with it. But that is today's video. We went through so much stuff, you guys. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. I'm getting rid of over 30 eyeshadow palettes. And I'm getting rid of a lot of like just little random eye stuff that I don't need anymore, but everything else fits good and I can see everything. I'm really happy with it, and this is going swimmingly. So the next video I think is going to be skincare, I think, just because I've got to get that stuff figured out, and then I'm going to have to do some type of reorganizing. I don't know what my plan is here, but I will catch you guys in the next one. Please make sure you do a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of me and my collection, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.